Good afternoon, welcome to Board of Assessors meeting here, 382 Main Street on the second floor, September 17th, in the conference room, and of course with MGL Chapter 30, Section 20. LCAT is videotaping our meeting, and we tape our own meetings. Also in attendance today is member Hayden Smith, member Marilyn Gadini, Chairman Martin Grudgeon, Director Diane Bishop, and Carrie Ann Wenzel is finally back after a couple-year absence, so. Here we go. Review the minutes from the meeting of August 27th from Marilyn Gadini.
Mr. Chairman, I have reviewed the minutes of our meeting of August 27th. I find them to be in order and move that they be put on record.
Get a motion to approve the minutes.
Yeah, I'll second that. Make a motion to approve.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We got one warrant, a 2025 motor vehicle excise commitment number 5. The amount of 103,000 plus.
We're a little over 500 bills in this, and they are going out September 26th and due back October 27th, and that's anyone who's registered a vehicle within about the last 2 months.
Okay. Got a couple of reports. First report, motor vehicle excise abatement 2025, just for the month of August in the amount of $2,171.90. Okay. And we get right into LA3 sales report, which I actually looked at.
It looked good.
Wow.
No outliers really that I saw.
They're nothing
No,
crazy.
a lot of sales, a lot of good sales.
I do have a question of the third one from the bottom, why we can't consider that a real sale.
Good. Okay, that's page 2. Oh, sorry, page 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, page 2, I'm sorry.
Okay, third from the bottom I have. Why we can't or can?
Can't.
In
Or what does O mean?
O means that what the assessment was on July 1 and when the
Yeah.
property sold, it has now been completed. So we're only
Okay.
picking up a portion of that.
Okay.
And I think in that case, it was like 90% of,
But it's a real sale?
it is a real sale.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just saw the O there, so I wasn't sure.
yeah, so that means that it is an improvement.
It's a brand new one.
Yep.
Or I think it was marketed, actually.
So then when we do our LA3 upload next year at this time, that will be a true arm's length sale.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all I have on that. Marilyn, Hayden, anything on those sales?
No, it's the most sales I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the-
Usually they're just
I
trends.
went to the
Yeah.
second
Like
page for the
0.9.
first time.
Yeah.
No.
The typical, a little less in the 70s this time, so 80s, 90s, but still all positively going up.
Prices still are crazy.
Still going up and up. All right, we'll move on to building report for the month of July. Well, it says July, but it's for August.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Melissa even proofed my stuff and found one typo I made, so I fixed and didn't see that.
Any new homes for August?
One new condo,
Okay.
Fields?
yes, they're going like crazy,
Yeah, they have.
filling in every,
They have more, they have a lot more room back there? Or more?
They don't have a
They at the
lot.
end of their
they're, yeah, I think they're down to maybe like 10
Last-
spots.
10 spots, okay. Okay, so one new condo for August
For August,
in the fields.
and that makes us having 12 new construction projects year to date.
Not enough.
How is Happy Acres moving along?
I haven't received any newer ones, but I think we have about 9, 10 homes that are somewhere either started or fully complete.
I have a good story at Happy Acres, but I know there's a new foundation going in right now as we speak. So,
How about Fernwood?
Yeah, nothing. Just-
Yeah, I know, it's got 4 houses up now.
Yeah, the boxes keep coming.
Yeah.
Move on to director's update.
Okay,
Diane Bishop.
thank you. Another typo. The fiscal 26 second quarter legal file tax bill was pulled together and was submitted to the tax collector. We anticipate the second quarter tax bills to be mailed prior to October 1st, so probably within the next week, people will be seeing those. The typical due date is November 1st, but because November 1st is falling on a Saturday, it goes to the next business day, so the tax bills will be due Monday, November 3rd, 2025. And the legal file has been updated with new owners through August 31st. And I always remind people that payments fall under the tax collector's office, and the tax collector's office is still at the town hall in the center of town. As I was writing this, the next thing you know, the boat commitment came through, but we were awaiting the annual boat commitment. As a reminder to any boat owners, it's the responsibility for them to file a form of list for their boat each year by August 1st. And if the form of list is not returned, the boat owner is responsible for all excise tax assessed for that year, and only with a reasonable excuse for failure to file, or if the return is filed on or before the 31st of October in the year which the tax is assessed, may an abatement be issued if warranted. We did just receive the boat commitment, and Carrie Ann was working on it, started working on it today. I think the deadline is going to be, the return is December 8th. I can't recall the date that we're sending them out. But for boats, they have a 60-day period from mailing, issuing until due date.
What is that? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. What is it? Environmental police? They have one boat or something?
No, the environmental police is the one
Yeah.
who maintains the list.
Really?
Yes. It's
I
not the
never knew that.
registry of motor vehicles. So whenever somebody has a boat, they
Wow.
do everything through the environmental police to register, title their boats.
Are they local, county-wise or state-wise?
I want to think it out of Boston, right?
I think there's one in Springfield.
Oh, is there? I don't have a boat. I
Oh.
don't know that.
Weird. Never knew that.
But in any event, they do go out once a year, and we will be including a stuffer with that language that I just mentioned, because it's going to go out prior to October 31st. So when people get their bills and they pull out the little flyer in it that gives that language, it will help prompt them to file their form of list if in the event they're going to get rid of their boat at some point during the year. Moving on to chapter land applications for fiscal 27, and that is the correct year. We'll begin accepting the fiscal 27 chapter land applications beginning October 1st of 2025, and the deadline is December 1st. And we will, as usual, send out a courtesy reminder postcard for the people who are currently in the program. Fiscal 26 real estate exemptions, we'll begin accepting those beginning Monday, November 3rd. Normally, we always say the 1st, but that is a Saturday. And as a reminder to both veterans and seniors who are applying for an exemption, the town council voted to increase the exemption amount by doubling the exemption, and that was approved by local option. The deadline for all exemptions is April 1st of 2026. The sooner someone gets it in, the quicker they'll see it reflected in their tax bill. And I did set up a tentative tax classification hearing date with the town council and for the Board of Assessors to have their joint meeting. It's going to be on November 13th, 2025. And at that point, we should be ready to submit our recap to the state for tax approval. I'm pretty confident that we will be totally prepared for that date. Our municipal finance director already has almost all the numbers in the recap, so it's working.
Tax rate pretty well locked in?
It is pretty well locked in, but naturally you change one little number
Right.
and then it goes up a penny or down a penny, but it
okay.
was what we discussed previously. And then the upcoming educational seminars, and one has just passed. Melissa was at the clerk's meeting on Thursday, September 11th. The office will be attending October 9th, the Hamden, Hampshire County Assessing Association fall meeting. We're trying to get a swap person to cover our office. If not, we will have to close the office.
Maryland can cover it.
On Tuesday, October 14th,
No?
there's going to be a Munis user group that Carrie Ann's going to attend. On the 21st, the following Tuesday, is the MAAO fall meeting, which Carrie Ann is going to attend. That's out in Southbridge. And then on Thursday, the 23rd, the What's New in Municipal Law, and both Carrie Ann and I will be attending. So we should be able to cover all of the educational seminars with someone covering our office, with the exception of the 9th, which we're still working on. And that's what I have.
Great, thanks Diane.
You're welcome.
That is it for director's report, okay? We're moving on to discuss our fiscal 26 proposed valuations that will be finalized. And we'll sign off in executive session. And we'll have 6 items to look at. LA3 sales report,
So if I can
is
just,
that part of that?
yes, if I can just say, we're not going to be signing it off in executive session. We're going
okay.
to approve all. Once our open session is done, we can then at that time go in while we're taking a break between open session and executive, just to sign off
Okay.
in DSL Gateway. But I do have a packet for each of you with the finals, and I numbered them at the top, so we're all on the same page.
Thank you.
Are we signing these or just reviewing?
If we could sign one copy, that would be great, because you do not have to sign off in Gateway on every item. I can sign off on your behalf, but you do have to sign off on the LA4 and the LA13 individually in Gateway. So,
We'll sign over the start here.
okay, so on the first page, that I have a one circle, this is what our final values are is what we're submitting to the state. This is including our increase in any updates to any accounts.
So do you want to sign one copy, or are we all signing one copy?
We just need.
We're gonna sign one here and then I'll send it over when we're all done.
So, as I showed you in the prior meeting, that we have an LA4 comparison report, that's labeled number 2. Everything on this report ends up coordinating with the number 1 report. We only have to sign the very first one, which I have labeled as number 1. But it just gives you an idea of all of the value shifts, and we looked at them last
So
month.
this is considered the LA3 sales report or no? I'm going up the
Oh.
order here.
Sorry. LA3 sales report, I'm sorry, it's very small.
Okay,
These were all the sales that we pulled
That's what I was
together.
wondering, okay.
My apologies.
this is all the sales for calendar year 24.
And it includes calendar year 23 for condos, land, commercial, and industrial
Okay.
properties, because we did not have enough
You have
sales
enough, okay,
to constitute the requirement of DOR.
great.
So this has already been uploaded into the system.
Yep,
Everything on this LA3 then populates to our LA15, which is our interim adjustment. And as you see, I went down by order of numbers,
Yeah.
LA3, LA4, LA.
that's why you confused me, you know? You do that on purpose, I know.
I
Does anyone want to look at all the sales for 24? You're welcome
That's okay.
to. We're not signing LA3 then.
So I will be going in and signing off on your behalf that these our accepted sales.
All
Oh,
right, now we're back on where I was wondering.
Sorry.
Assessment classification report needs to be signed. Got it.
Yes, and that's the LA bid.
Yeah. Then the comparison report
Does not need to be
needs to be
signed
signed,
off.
okay?
Do you want me to go on?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign at the end.
Okay, and then
Keep talking.
we have the LA 13 new growth, and that one will have to be signed off individually in the system. And our new growth number we have determined for fiscal '26 is $727,018.
Oh,
We've also already were approved the $250,000 amended new growth. We signed off on that at a previous meeting.
okay.
And that's where we were close
To $1 million, that's what I'm saying,
Right.
okay.
That you will have to sign off
Oh.
individually, and we can walk you through those spots to sign off.
Right.
And number 4 is just an overview of that report. It's an overview of the new growth report.
Okay,
The interim year adjustment I showed at our last meeting, I can go in and sign off on that report on your behalf. But all of the sales that were on that LA3 then end up getting compiled on the interim year adjustment report, which is labeled 5 on your list. On your
yep,
And so as long as the board, and I know we approved all of these last meeting, that we're ready now to finalize, sign off so we can enter into
Okay.
the system.
number of arm's length sales, is that pretty typical?
Actually, it's a little bit less.
It is less,
Yeah.
wow.
I think we had a closer to like I want to say 178 to 200.
Mm-hmm.
Getting up there. So I thought we were down on 101 sales,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to be arm's length. We had a lot of sales, but they weren't all arm's length.
okay.
Right.
So 148 arms length.
And we have already printed those off, so we have them for our book at the counter. So
That's definitely lower than 20, 21, and 22.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you got to remember too, we've had a supply and demand issue.
Oh, yeah, no, during COVID it was way more, so. It started dying October 22. So, you said in the beginning you gotta sign 3 papers, but I only see 1 to sign.
This one needs to be signed because it, whoops. LA3.
I mean the group. LA1.
LA4, and this one. LA4 is the classification report, and LA13 is the growth report.
what delineates the difference between commercial and industrial? Industrial, you're manufacturing, or?
That typically is it. It's really hard because sometimes we have an industrial zone with a commercial use building in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is true industrial, it's priced out at a different base rate based on manufacturing price per square foot for the building, whereas commercial stores, office buildings are priced out at a different amount.
Commercials like Dunkin' Donut,
Yeah,
stores, A.W. Brown, gas stations.
so industrial would be
Industrial,
like,
Milton Bradley.
and American
Catamount.
Salt.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we signing across? or-
You can sign
Or-
anywhere because.
Anywhere?
What's the third one to sign? You said 4, where do I sign now?
You can sign that anywhere along the bottom.
I'm gonna blame Melissa on all this, yep.
Okay. And you have.
And we're signing.
You should sign off on number 5. because I'm going to sign off on your behalf, and this way I have your signatures. And the only other one would have been the sales report, but you agreed to it, so I'm just going to be able to sign
How
off.
about two? We sign two?
Nope.
Okay,
Okay, that's my only copy.
you got it. It's all yours.
And with that said, our values will now be submitted to the state for their final review. The assessors will each go in to Gateway and do their sign off. In there, I will sign off on the final, and we should know something by next week for approval of values.
Okay, great. Good job, Diane, Carrie. The long process. What's the matter, Carrie? She looks grumpy. Anything else? And open? That's all set? All right, make a motion to leave open session to sign a DSL and to go into executive session to discuss motor vehicle and boat abatements and abatement inspection review and ATV updates. I'll take a roll call vote. Hayden Smith,
Yes.
Marilyn Gadini,
Yes.
Martin Grudgeon, yes.